All right. I think we're on the air.
Well,
I think it's time for a timeout, Bob.
If anybody's listening, and I know there are lots of people listening, somebody call in and tell us we're on the air, and if you don't, we won't know. These people are just totally and thoroughly incompetent and could care less.
And, folks, you got to make the calls, and, we programs. And I'll tell you what, Bob won't do these programs anymore if he can't get heard. And our phone is ringing, so I guess we are connected and we are on the air. So, we appreciate you joining us, and let's go right to gold and
the Gold Diva. Give us the gold.
The Gold Diva. As I said before, I need another 2 weeks off. Someone called me, Bob, and says, gee, your voice sounds a lot better. You're happier. So 2 weeks can do a lot. Anyway, let's see what gold. Gold needs a 2 week. It's actually having a 2 week off day today. It's down $23.30 at 8.41. We have 48 at 11.04. We have platinum up 7 at 9.78, and we have palladium down 2, right at 200. So a little odd for palladium, but those are the numbers that I'm looking at right now. Pressure on the markets across the board on oil and the Dow. And, of course, you heard Robert Chapman in the background. And Robert Chapman is the editor and publisher, of course, of the International Forecaster. And I do appreciate him joining us each and every day. Thank you, Bob.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm very happy to be here. And I have been happy to be here for the last 4 years.
4.5.
Oh, my goodness.
Time flies.
Well, I'm glad I started when I was 28.
Oh, me too. Look how many more years we have. I was just a baby.
I know. Yes. Chickadee. Anyway, thanks for your forbearance to you wonderful listeners. Wait from time to time, have little problems. A surprising day today in the market. The ADP projection report came out. It was awful. I got the figures. They're already in for typing. It was 400 or 600,000 jobs lost last month, or something like that. And there was another announcement during the day that wasn't very good either. I can't remember what it was. And they dragged up Paulson again. Then they had all the ex-presidents lined up in the Oval Office, and that didn't do much good. Yesterday I had one of the dwarfs of our world, Henry Kissinger, on CNBC. He was only on for 3 minutes, but he told us that Mr. Obama is going to bring us a new world government. And we have that clip in the U.S. section today. So all of you subscribers can take a look at that clip. If anybody was a foul, disgusting, miserable, despicable human being, it's him. The Boer, as he's called, with his phony German accent. And anyway, the market got plummeted today. And I thought the market would be stronger, or at least hold its own. And I guess they weren't able to hold it up. There was too much selling, too much negativity today. And so the market was up 245. S&P and NASDAQ were off more. Let me get my calculator out here. S&P was off the equivalent of 252 Dow points, which is a wee bit more. And NASDAQ was off we must be very, very close to NASDAQ's all-time low. I've got to go find out what that is. And I can't do that until after the program. And that was down the equivalent of 320 Dow points. So it's a pretty nasty day. And it ended on a weak note as well. And so I would expect tomorrow will be weak. quite frankly, gold was weak all day long. You could see them in there banging it around. It was off $1.40 at 4 a.m. this morning. And when COMEX opened, they just came down like a herd of turtles and attacked it. And so right now it's trading off over $25, which is a little bit weaker than the quote that Melody gave you. And silver, which had been acting very, very well the last 2 weeks, particularly the last few days, was under pressure. And I'm trying to wait here until this comes up. Off 25 and off 43. And copper was up 8 cents. Anyway, I would expect, if I have to guess, that gold might be slightly lower in the opening in the morning, but we'll see. I don't have the breakdown on the shares yet. I'll get that at half hour, which is 20 minutes from now.
Oh, by the way, Bob, on October 10th, 2002, the NASDAQ had an intraday low of 1108 with a close of 1114 the previous day.
Well, it's 1599. We'll say 1600. So it's got 500 points to go on the downside. That's nothing.
Yeah.
And so we're getting close. And if it is down and flirts with that number, you can rest assured the market will break. But I thought the market would rally into the coronation of this new president on the 20th, and so we'll see.
You know, that's 2 weeks away. They probably can't do it for 2 straight weeks. They'll have to do it just days before, maybe.
Well, they might do that too, and it might carry over into the first week of February. But it's so hard for them because the news is so bad. And the White House has never admitted, nor has anybody in government, that we're in a recession. Like it was a great dark secret,
And I just wanted to say one, then I'll let you go, and I'll keep my...
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
When you talked about the NASDAQ, you're right, 1316 was back in November of 2008. So that was the intraday low back in November.
Well, that means it'll be tested here shortly, probably by the end of February. That's shortly. I think gold is... everything is positive for gold. And so I'm very bullish on gold and silver. And, it's been a year since over at, Resource Investors, Tim Wood and Gary North and Proctor, they all said gold was going to be 500. They said that a year ago. That shows you how right they are. And even the Aiden sisters said it would get down to 650, which it never did. And they're pure technicians. A lot of people have been wrong trying to outsmart this market. They show you how strong gold and silver really is because, we're fighting the central banks and, in particular, the Fed and the U.S. Treasury. And, when I just put a report in the gold section for Saturday. It just came out today. Only 48 tons of a possible 500 tons of gold was sold by the European group of banks in this past fiscal year. Now, that year ended the 30th of September, so they're already into a new fiscal year. But it shows you they either don't have any gold left or they don't want to sell anymore. 48 tons out of 500 is a pittance. And so with the optic that we're seeing in physical, bars, coins, whatever, and the absence of any kind of volume for sale, product for sale in the marketplace, they're going to be hard pressed to get gold down permanently or largely. And, when they come in to use these derivatives and short the market, sure, they get it down. But it doesn't last long. It can't, because the physical market is so strong. Anyway, it was really a bad day for the market, and I figured it would give up some, but I didn't think it would be that stiff. Anyway, we've got another scam over in India, a big, very large computer company, and I don't have it in front of me, but the president of the company said, we've been lying about everything. Sounded like Mr. Madoff. And let me see what he said. Yeah.